Hey all, this is Urs, and welcome back to our BE-style Civ LP. We are running into a little bit of an issue now, mainly because the thing that I was counting on to boost me up through Affinity levels late game is not happening. If you recheck the video and re-watch the footage, the instant replay from last time, realize when I took Central, and then Central again, and took this, whatever the heck city was out there, and burned it to the ground, and then took Vanguard, this indicator did not move a bit. Now, the problem here is I was counting on that to kind of get us to 13 Affinity to start building the Exodus Gate, and the other option is now she's going to be constructing the Mind Flower and we have to take her down. The problem is, Elodie going full Harmony has 16 Affinity in there, if you notice right here. This is insane. This is maximum Affinity and maximum unit power, so we can't actually compete with this on a even keel, because if we go into the water, her battleships will destroy us. So we are running into a bit of a problem, and unfortunately it looks like something's broken in the mod. We do not get affinity points for conquering cities like we expected. So that is not good. Not good at all. But, you know, we will do what we can. Unfortunately, the plan that was going to happen did not happen, and now we're going to have to retrofit a bit. The problem is I was thinking about going after Leugi right away, but I can't really. I can't afford to without upgrading my units. It'll give me some time, and maybe by the time I hit 13 Affinity and start being able to do the Exodus Gate, we might get our ships up to tip-top shape, but, you know, the top interceptors come at 16. The Lev tank upgrade comes at 16, so we really need that extra Affinity, which we're just simply not getting right now. So I don't know how viable eking out a win here will be with a broken mod in a way. So darn shame, but I think that's from what I read. I did some research on this after I noticed this. It seems to be a common issue with some of the modded civs. There's some problems with the whole getting Affinity stuff that needs to be remedied. So, you know, things have been better. Things have been better. But we'll probably make peace with the Ark relatively quickly here. Just blow up a couple more units. We did send a trade out just through here. We don't want it to get burnt up. Quest decision. 10 city hit points or free maintenance on defense perimeters. How about free maintenance? That'd be pretty good. The other issue is that, you know, a lot of our Affinity quests, there's usually a lot of Affinity bits through here, but we really just got 2 or 3. So for some reason, our Affinity stuff kind of stalled, in all honesty. So we didn't get a lot of these quests either. I'm not sure why. We normally should be pretty higher on this, and we're depending on the last couple techs to give us this. But despite our signs doing really well, you know, without quests or without some interesting way of getting Affinity, we're a little behind. So I'm not sure if I can eke out a win here. I'm gonna do the best I can, but you know, late game like this, it's almost too late to tweak our approach. I mean, really, it is too late to tweak our approach. We're just gonna have to hope and pray that we have enough in the bank, enough power, enough science in the bank to make it happen. This is miasma. Let's get you out of there before we heal up. But for now, though, we are going to continue to move out here. We will... Are you in miasma? Or are you hurt? Heal up. We're going to blow this up one more time with our Lev tanks a little bit. Call it a day with the Ark. Don't need to keep going on with this war of ours. What can we do? We can go here, take a ping at one of these, and then we can call it a day. So let's make peace with the Ark. Time grows short. Negotiate peace. What will deal with this conflict? I don't want Amity. I could just burn it to the ground, but it's not going to help me for Affinity. I would take this if my Affinity actually worked. How about you just give me all your science per turn, huh? And again, there's some glitch with the diplomacy here, so we can't really get everything we would like. The only thing they're going to offer us is their city. Yeah, this is unfortunate, because now we have the diplomacy glitch. So the way we could probably catch up a little bit on science, we can't actually do it. Well, let's take a little bit of everything, because I really don't want that city. This is really not much. God, I wish I could change the numbers. So many little glitches in Beyond Earth. And this should be remedied with the expansion, of course. Oh, we got it! We got it! We got it! Oh my gosh. Alright, beautiful, beautiful stuff. I think we finally managed to get this licked. Alright, 194 energy, 45 science per turn. Can we get all your energy per turn as well? And that would be... I think this would be more than enough to compensate ourselves for a peace treaty here. Oh, for God's sake. How about all your science per turn? How about that? That'll be the most important thing right now. Okay, how about half your science per turn? That's the only thing I care about right now. Alright. How about... 12? 13? Come on, don't be greedy. I'm sparing your life here, Supremacy. You know how to calculate these things. You're half computer anyway. 9, maybe? There we go. Oh, gracious, and I accept. Yeah, he wouldn't accept anything else. So we just got a little science out of that. That wasn't the greatest deal breaker in the history of peace settlements, but you know what? I'll live with that. I will somehow find a way to live with that. Okay, artillery's going to keep coming back. And the reason I'm moving this out, again, we're not really too worried about danger coming from this direction. We are worried about it potentially coming from Leugi if we start competing with affinity for her. But like I said, we are really low on affinity compared to her, so we may be really up shit's creek at this point. But you know, that's kind of how it goes sometimes. Sometimes mods don't work like intended. Sometimes you don't realize how far ahead someone is in affinity. I mean, she must have really skyrocketed, because that is insane. All the other AIs are kind of more or less on par with affinity here. I mean, they've got maybe 12 points into it, 8, 9, 10 points. I mean, this is really behind, but that's we kick the crap out of her. But this is 11, and then we got this one with 18, just like us. So, I mean, she did do a lot of stuff for conquering cities, but that doesn't necessarily mean that she gets more affinity. That's not exactly like a Franco-Iberia thing. So it's really weird that she's that strong right now. But yeah, you know, I'm going to keep... apparently I keep harping on this, but it is really a bit surprising to me how... A, that this isn't working the way it's intended, and that she's that far up. But, you know, she's a runaway this game. And we've dealt with that in Civ 5. The question is now how we're going to be able to deal with her. Because remember, she has to build the Mind Flower and then also protect it for a certain number of turns. If we can get our affinity up high enough and get enough of a military to actually be able to threaten it, we may be able to stop her from winning. That is not a guarantee, though, but we will do our damnedest to try and do so. Alright, Explorer coming home, getting refitted. Battlesuit's still coming home. These guys are just, you know, after a long, weary war, they're getting ready to refit and shove off to another new horizon to conquer for the great Cuban nation. They show no fear. They are steel and they are doom. All those good propaganda lines, right? But yes, battlesuits still really instrumental, I think you'll agree, in the conquest of the Ark territory. It was just beyond brutal to have those things just running around, obliterating everything. You can heal up there, friends, just because we're going to need you relatively soon. You are completely healthy, so we're going to send you homeward. You can finish healing up, you will, and we'll worry about that later. Punisher, keep rolling. We do have to keep an eye out here, kind of, on anything coming from the shipborne area, because we should probably rebase our tac jets, honestly, our needle jets at this point. These guys are really out of tech space at the moment. We need to get better aircraft, for sure. Rebase, and next one, rebase, okay. Just in case something does come out from Leugi, because that's really my biggest threat. When she realizes that I'm the only one that could possibly compete with her for victory, I may be on the receiving end of a Harmony-type blitzkrieg, and we got to be ready for that. I'll leave my soldier up there constantly getting bombarded by that alien because I don't particularly care. We'll let the aliens get a little angry at us. I'm basically want to keep this biowell up. Enemy common animation has expired, so I guess the Slavs decided to leave me alone. Outmoded, obsolete. I guess she's going supremacy. Oh well. Kuzma, you settled right there. Okay. Brasilia lost his capital. Oh Jesus. Elodie, she's getting stronger than ever. Damn. Yeah, she's kicking some colossal amount of ass. I'm really surprised how badly Brasilia is doing this game. But not much to be done there. Intruder, where? Oh, he's fine. Don't worry about him. Alright, well, that is a problem, obviously, for everyone when Elodie gets even stronger. But not much to do there, except buckle down and keep cranking the science. I think after we start building the last set of buildings, we're going to have to really focus on science. There's nanopatchers coming up. We may start staffing our folks in the complex buildings for more science. I forget what it's called. The Institute, I do believe. The Institute buildings. Magriel, so we're going to load right off this way. Yeah, relatively soon, just to maximize the science. At this point, I don't think growth is going to help us. Maybe we should just do that right now. We have institutes here, do we not? We do. Okay. I also don't want to absolutely obliterate production because that helps. We could probably mitigate some of the food intake here. You're going to starve if we do that. This is money intake, and that's okay. A little more science. We're going to optimize a little bit. We want to keep production up because once we start generating science, that's going to help us. For now, though, we have the money to support this military, so we're just going to put you in here, buddy. This, how much? Yeah, we're actually doing okay. Thanks to the solar collectors, we can actually keep ourselves more or less afloat, even without working these geothermal tiles. We are losing a little bit of production there, but we are trying to move ourselves over to a knowledge-based economy. Let's put it that way. We get another scientist slot here in the gene smelter. We could do that. I don't want to completely tank my economy, but you know, right now we got to keep a healthy balance here. That's gonna be another academy there. We can probably take some food off of here. I don't want to lose too much cash. Like I said again, we only have 2 more tiles to work effectively this way. I think production is... Are we going to starve if we do this? We're not going to starve. Definitely not going to starve. Perfect. So maybe we should move this guy over here for a little extra bit of production. Perfect. And that's pretty good. That's about maximized science specialists. We're going to see if we can get this out just a little bit faster. No, Hiron the same way. We don't really need you to grow as hard as you've been growing. Can we do this without crippling you? Yeah, we can. This is alright. Want to keep the production up. That's an academy. Potentially we could remove this. This is just 3 science, and this is a lot of yield. I don't want to tank my economy anymore. Next population growth thing is going to go right into the institute. Fuerte Revolucion, I want to get you up to 10. That's going to keep giving us science and trade routes, but then I think I'm going to start staffing here as well. You know, maybe a little too late at this point, but we will see. You know, it's all about some decisions that we went early. Why are you there? We don't need any more food here. We need science. We need knowledge. We need knowledge, for knowledge is power here. Actually, you know what? Why the hell are you working that? This could be way more science. Thank you. Much better allocation of time and resources. All right. Good enough for me for now. Needle jets, you just stay on alert. Where are you? Not that, not that. Intercept I. Okay, that's the shortcut. Use that. And what else? Lanza, our armor. I'm going to probably keep one of the armors over here just to be safe, to keep an eye on stuff once our gunners get over there. Battle suit, onward and upward. Lev tank, onward and upward. What else we got? Battle suit, already ready. Remember, we're tossing gunners out of, I think Nova Habana. We're going to knock 2 out real quick. How close are we? Are we actually to do that? Hold on, let me see the queue. No, that's a nano pasture. Where are we knocking the gunners out from? I thought we queued up 2 gunners somewhere. Ah, you know what? We'll find out soon enough. Oh, there we go. Guevara is doing the Guardians, gunners type people. We'll use them effectively. Punisher, stay there. You stay there. Yeah, we're just going to keep an eye on anything coming from Elodie. Probably going to be something coming our way at some point, but right now I think we're okay. We're just going to have these guys fortify, because these are going to keep triggering on these aliens, and I don't really care about them. What do you need? Your routes keep ending. Mainly because you used to be to the Brazilians, huh? Yeah. I think I'm actually going to start sending this to Jose Marti, mainly because we're going to need all the production we can get for that Exodus gate. But what's our limiting factor, really? Science or... I mean, a little more science wouldn't hurt either. Let's just send this to the Cavitid Protectorate. Not necessarily because... I mean, this would be good for money, but we're trying to get a little more science out of this. Every little bit is going to help at this point, so let's just optimize that way. We're not at war anymore. Another Alencar. Really? The Brazilians? You want to do that now? Sorry, buddy. They're like the weakest on the map. He's not the problem. Elodie's the problem. I wonder if I could pay... Oh, hey, buddy. What are you talking about? I'm purity, bro. I didn't go nowhere. 10 purity, son. Check out that cred. I wonder if I can get someone to declare war on the Franco-Iberians. Maybe the Africans. They seem pretty big.
I went to depart this world.
Hey!
I stood at the threshold. I heard.
Alright, resurrection device. Epic. We need to talk to the Africans. Hey, man. I need to deal with you. I need to deal straight with you. Will you declare war on the scary one? Yeah, he's like, hell no! I mean, don't blame him, but, yeah. Suchwa, I mean, you sure as hell will not help me out. You may. Do you want to... Because you've been going to war for a while. Do you want to declare war on Elodie? Nope. Okay, well, so much for that plan. No one else is going to be able to do anything. Alright, choosing production. We finished all that good stuff, so you know what that means. Science. Science, science, and more science. What can you do? Choose operation. Ah, yes. Let's steal science. That seems like a good idea for me. After the defectors thing, we're going to start doing that as well. These plans will end after a couple turns, and we'll go from there. Recruit defectors. Oh, we did recruit defectors successfully. That's pretty funny. Pretty good deal. I wonder where they ended up. It's a good question. We see new military units we never created. We know that we successfully affected defectors from there. You're good. Yay. Exploration modules are fun for everyone. Stay there. Alright. Punisher. Just roll out this way. I think we just switched positions with someone. I think we just did. Ugh. Alright. I do that a lot, it seems. This way, onward and upward! We might be going toward the Franco-Iberians to pay them a visit, but not before... see, the aliens have mellowed out a little bit, and once we keep this nest in our territory, all friendly-like, they may turn blue, and that's when you become friends with the aliens. It's a neat little thing. It saves a lot of trouble, pain, and anguish from dealing with the native life forms. It basically makes your life a lot easier when they're not trying to kill all your stuff all the frickin' time. I like it they've been doing for the last, like, 30 turns with us. Left tank. Left tank. Does our maximum level armor actually float? Yep, he floats. Okay, so these will be pretty useful, honestly. What's the strength of this thing? Sorry. Should have checked that a second ago. You end up being... You're currently at what? 28 strength, and you gain plus 30. 58 floating tanks. That's pretty cool. I might be able to use that pretty effectively, so maybe we actually will bring this guy over here. At some point, we will get that required affinity. You surge, heal up, and we'll move you on. This is my asthma. That's why you're not healing. Derp. Okay. This way. You just fortify. I don't want you to keep triggering on aliens, because there's no point, really. Just fortify. You get to a territory, and then we'll fortify you, and we'll drop them all in the water once we have some carriers and ships to back it up. But first we need affinity points, because like I said, we will not be able to compete with her military. We're just going to get blown out of the water, and that'll be the end of that. And then she'll have the Mind Flower, and we'll have no military. And that would, my friends, would be terrible. Yeah, this is kind of running like a nosebleed at this point. We'll get 40 affinity points, so that's going to be, well, maybe almost 2 levels worth, but it still puts us 1 level away from another purity affinity, so that's going to be a little iffy. Once we get the notification she's actually building the Mind Flower, has completed the Mind Flower, then we know it's kind of game over. We need to do something about it, whether we have the military or not. Neurolab. Science or 10 production. Let's get health from Neurolabs, that's fine. Keep us afloat with health while our new cities get out of resistance and start producing more science for us. Because we'll pretty much focus, I think, on science buildings at that point. Just power us through the end game, though. Like I said, it's going to be a pretty tall ask. Pretty tall ask at this point. Alright. You're still doing good. You're now still fortifying. We're going to get some more floatstone. Almost done with this one. Oh, we are done with that one. Okay, so we're going to be almost done with this one. That's what I'm looking for. We'll have enough for a Lev Destroyer. And after that, I guess we'll crank out some armors, possibly. I don't know, that's probably the next best bet, because that floats over water too, and we're going to need as much help as we can get to fight her naval power, because it's going to be big. Probably get some armors up, get some Lev tanks hopefully upgraded, but they require 16 affinity for that, so that may be a long time in coming. But we'll see. We'll see how to best optimize all this crap. Alright, this worker, yeah, we're going to keep you doing on the mag rail stuff, huh? That's pretty much the only thing that we really need. Oh, we can all move up one tile and keep working? Or you... Yes, you can actually do that. So go here. Mag rail. Go here. Not you. You. You cancel your movement. You do a mag rail. You move west 1 or east 1. Sorry. And you're out of moves. We'll finish that mag rail in a second. Okay. So you're done with the floatstone. That was the really important resource out of here. I guess we can roll you out somewhere else now. Maybe just spam out some more academies. We're about to get another pop-up. Oh, here you are. Go in there, and we'll get another academy going. I think that might as well be a plan. We have another pop relatively soon, so hey, academies are the way to go. Onward and upward. Now we have our economy stabilized. We're only +5, and that was the issue with removing all those people to work the institutes. We are tanking our economy a tad, and we're going to have to make sure we still maintain our solar collectors. But this is going to be a pretty fine balance right now. What is your deficiency, sir, old soldier? Okay, can we just hang there? Apparently you can't move anywhere. We good? Alright. You can heal up while we're in friendly territory. You can keep floating. Floaty, floaty. I love those floating tanks, I gotta say. So cool. Epic win. But, you know, really come into their own with 16 purity, so, minor details. Yeah, I'm scared. I'm scared for my sanity. What with the Franco-Iberians kicking so much ass and our unique ability not working. Bummer that. Yes, it's like best laid plans, right? Like, oh yeah, we're gonna conquer at the end, use that to superpower our affinity progress. Oh wait, never mind. You just hang out there in case those aliens decide to come visit again. Actually, this is safe for the worker, but you know what? I'm gonna keep this guy down here. You never know when something weird happens. Okay, Bucko, you finish that mag rail. Oh, Lancer, yep, you're gonna keep rolling out this way because we're gonna need you to float over the water once you have the appropriate technology. Military affinity, I suppose. Not really tech in this game, per se. Hey, a lot of floaty tanks. Awesome. So one of these gunners is not like the other one. One of these gunners does not belong. Just that one. You bring you up to Vanguard, and we'll worry about the other gunner later. You, sir. Yep, keep rolling out this way. Elodie's probably like, this looks funny. I wonder why he's building up all on the coast. Maybe he's trying to get a nice vision of the ocean for everyone. It's like a full employment act for everyone. Go there, stay there. We'll worry about you later. Onward up. We have a large military. That is true. So if we really do need to try to take her down, we can put up a good fight. And if we get some good moves on it, we can probably get the Mind Flower down. We don't have to take her city. We can just get the Mind Flower destroyed if she does build it. But that looked kind of... Xenoswarms. Okay, Xenoswarms, they're evolved, so this is upgraded special units. If I see upgraded Xenotitans, I'm going to be scared. Like, legit scared. Soon, Purity. Soon. All of this is not going to happen, so let's keep going on research. I mean, if we find an Affinity Ruin somewhere here, I'm going to be ecstatic. But at this stage of the game, it is unlikely. We did find that random alien skeleton, so that was pretty cool, I gotta say. Hope is not yet lost, but it's starting to wane. It is definitely starting to wane. Alright, keep rolling back here. And like I said, I'm only moving all this military out here mainly because the Ark poses effectively 0 threat to us. They have no more military left. They're pretty much just up Shit's Creek, so we are more than okay with letting this roll. Okay, what are we at? We finished the mag rail here? No, we didn't finish the mag rail. Do the mag rail. Thank you. What happened there? Did you speak Confusi? Alright. Fortify. Fortify. 45. And you keep rolling. I love tanks. Love tanks! Ugh. Alright, so. Vanguard, you have a lot of tiles being worked. I'm proud of that. But the problem is now we have no more money. So some of these tiles are going to turn into money factories. We're going to go generators and academies interchangeably here. In our new cities. Slowly but surely we're going to get this fixed. And once it starts producing money, some of our economy is going to get fixed. But for now, though, we're not producing diddly. And that's not good. We're going to move this mag rail out that... Hey, oh yes, Forest Hill, that's right. 3 movement. Of course, of course. I like how the Slavs are still settling cities on turn... Jesus, what is 272? Yeah, it's late in the game, just a bit. How much affinity we're going to get for this? We'll hit 11. If we're lucky, maybe just basically crest into 12, but... I don't know. Let's see.
The best troops.
Thank you. Level 12 purity. Okay. We did pretty good. So 40 more will definitely get us to Exodus Gate. We have a bunch of unit upgrades. Failed to recruit defectors and was detected. We'll survive. Alright. Minus 10. That's something I never wanted to see in my entire life. Excellent. Great. Okay. So, you know what that means? You know what that means. We need to get some stuff out here, first of all. And second of all, we need to fix our economy. So one of these cities is going to generate straight up money. Like that. And now we're back at +4. That works. Rather than reallocating everyone who's in institutes right now, let's do that. We don't care about the crawler, so let's do research development for now. And upgrades available. Our warden, excellent. Terrain over obstacles, +1 range when unit has not moved. So gunners with 3 range, yes please. I'll take that for our city defense. That seems epic. Otherwise, yeah, I'm okay with this. So it's either indirect fire or not. Centurion, what is this? Hold on, I need to read these. Automatically heal every turn, or +1 movement. Healing every turn sounds pretty good. They're going to be kind of land and heal, land and hold kind of positions. Raiders, nice. We have upgraded air wings. 30% air units. 30%, we're going to use this to intercept, so probably going to take that one. Battle suits have already been upgraded, so now we only have a few upgrades left. So Tiangong failed. We're going to choose operations to steal science. That's really much the only thing that's going to push us through to endgame. And we are still working towards surrogacy. 18 turns, man. We won't be able to even start that until 18 turns. Son of a monkey. That's, yeah, that's the best we're going to get, unfortunately. But, you know, like I said, it ain't over till it's over. So you never know. Maybe someone else will attack her and take down the Mind Flower. Who knows? Maybe as she gets closer to endgame, people will start thinking maybe it's a good idea to kill her. 443. We could use some of these folks to start generating aircraft after this. Probably need to get at least 2 more aircraft. Yeah, we'll see. Let's just see if we even get there first. We'll try to pump out as much science as possible until then. I think that's still the best move because we just don't know how far we're going to need it. Okay, here we go. More mag rail, more mag rail, more mag rail, and this is going to help out our city connections as well. This is going to help with money. We'll be able to turn our other city to science relatively soon. What's down here? Not sure. I think it's a trade route, so no big deal. Onward and upward. Alright, worker. Yes, you finished Floatstone. Excellent. Good on you, friend. You're going to continue the Magrail conga line. This way. Wow, yes. Wow, that's a lot of battle suits. We could do that whole crazy, like, teleporting your units thing if we were Supremacy. It's the temporal displacer or something like that, or spatial displacer. It's a satellite, basically. It lets you teleport your units to wherever the satellite is. It's pretty freaking awesome, honestly, if I do say so myself. It is an amazing tactical tool. But we don't have that ability, I don't think. We have to research a lot more stuff, and right now we're just trying to push toward purity. If we had that, though, we could probably have an option of just dropping a shit ton of battle suits around here. That looks like the Mind Flower being built right now. Well, we know where it is. If I'm not mistaken, that could also be a wonder. I have trouble identifying these because just lack of experience with the end game in this particular game is telling at this point. Because I'm not entirely certain where that Mind Flower may be being built, but no worries. You just fortify. You fortify. You just alert, actually. We'll go from there. The aliens should be coming friendly more or less soon. Why are you guys not building Magrails, honestly? I told you once. I told you once, I told you 1,000 times. Magrails are the way of the forward. Magrails are the way of the future. Magrails are the new Autobahn. And they haven't gotten the memo, so they'll get the memo soon. Good. Not to serve a world as much as I am sad and his fears appear so just small. You know, what affinity are you now? You are still going straight up Supremacy. I don't want to hear your guff, friend. I really don't want to hear your guff. This empire is guffless for now. Alright, deorbit imminent. So we're about to lose a laser comm. That was giving us extra science. We may want to get another one of those up, actually. Laser comm satellite. Finish nanopasture. Let's get one of those up. We have 5 turns. We'll get that ready to go, and then we'll get that back up, because that's 15% science in our capital. We're having money satellites everywhere else, so maybe we could replace them with laser comms later. But for now, though, that'll be what we plan, at least in our capital. Stay there. All right. We may send some tanks out on some scouting missions, actually, into the water, just to kind of see what's between us and her, and see what kind of sea power she has. Because if we can kind of sneak up, see how far her borders are, because her borders are probably pretty far out. She's generating a lot of cultures. I guess LOD does tend to go cultural and scientific. So we're going to have to keep an eye out on that. Let's send some floaters out into the ocean, see what happens. No, I don't want to attack that poor little guy. He's really done nothing to anyone. More food or more energy? Just energy. There we go. There's our money problems going away. You know what that means. You're going back to science, friend. Research development. And once we get the city connections, it'll be even more. So that's good. My tactics were justified in getting more science out of my cities. Excellent. I love it. Alright, mag rails are getting done everywhere here. We're almost completely connected. So let's get back up here and finish up all these things in our new territory. Likely replacing it with academies. So you just hang out there. Be all rough and tough looking and just scare the hell out of anyone who tries to take it. Because that's 50% strength, too, on defense. So, I mean, in a city. So those guys, like, doing insane amounts of damage to anything comes our way. That's enough of a guardian force, I think. And we're almost out of martial law. What are we? 2 turns, and this one's already out of martial law, and we're finishing the alien preserve. And after this, it's going to be science building. Science, science, science. Just to help us get that last little bit. Okay. Choose production. Neurolab. Laboratory baseline, I guess. And then Neurolab. It's probably fine. Gene Garden. Cyto Nurseries and more science? It's about the same. Gene Garden, Cyto Nursery. Anything with science in the title, we do. Okay, good. And then research development on that. Done. Glad I have annexed these cities. We can actually control their late game production. Alright. Research development. What happened here? Siphoned energy and was undetected from La Cour. Alright, beautiful. So let us... we can't even steal science. They have so little intrigue there. Well, you know, if we can't steal science, we'll steal energy. And if we go really, really negative on money late game, it's okay. We'll just buy a bunch of units with it and just deal with it. Okay, Fuerte Revolucion. So, let's do network. Let's do Xeno Nursery. Anything else with science in it? Gene Smelter assigned to specialty slots, Bionics Labs. We'll have more production, potentially for more science later, so that's okay. Good enough, and then we'll worry about that later. You, good sir, keep rolling out. You are done as well. I'm thinking I'm going to start maybe dismissing some of these guys, but, you know, why dismiss when you can just build academies, am I right? Probably there, I'll replace that tile with an academy, so why don't you just start moving in that direction? You're still working on the mag rail. We'll figure it out. I've been working on the mag railroad. This way. That's gonna be an academy now. Yes, I want you to construct an academy. What else we got? Love tanks, that's right, we're gonna do some sea exploration work. This way, and this way. Just to see what Leugi is hiding in the ocean. And if we can sneak away around that, we'll be good. Jose Marti, we're gonna relocate this there. Actually, we can launch it later. So, was it 3 turns, I think? We have 3 turns. So remember, when this deorbits in 3 turns, we'll send a laser come up on Jose Marti and continue that giant science output we have there. Because we have a lot of academies there. Also here. She can believe the Mind Flower. Ah, shit. Okay. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so how can we get at this butt-ugly thing? Well, that's what our scouting troops are going to have to do, and we'll get this last bit of affinity, and it's going to be a run for our money, but if we can destroy this with our floating troops and our artillery barrages and some just straight-up running guns with our battle suits, we may eke this victory out yet. It's coming down to the absolute wire, folks. Absolute wire. I'm so glad to be able to bring it to you. Thank you so much. I'm going to continue this next time. This one may be a little on the short side, but real-life calls, unfortunately. I will continue this adventure next time as see if we can get at this Mind Flower thing before she decides to commune with the planet and turn us all into harmony-breathing nutjobs. So join me next time when we try to make that a reality. I have been Urs. This has been a heck of a BE run. Let's see if we can pull it out to the end and make it happen. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you next time. Till then.